And good evening, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Hope everyone is doing really well. We're nearly at the midweek point, guys. For those that saw yesterday's press conference regarding Trump, and he had all leaders with him, right behind him. He was doing his normal stick up on stage, talking about how everything's gone. Our Prime Minister made a bit of a prat of himself, and I'm just going to play you the clip. I know it's completely unrelated to UAP, but I'm going to show you the clip and then give you my thoughts. I think I speak for many Brits when I say what I'm going to say afterwards, but we're going to show you the clip for entertainment purposes. I'm just going to give you my thoughts as a British citizen. I think you guys would be interested to know what we think about this. Also, going to go over 3i Atlas. I'm going to go on their website, going to go over what they've been saying about the latest footage that was put out by Dobsodian. If you guys have been following the channel, he's a lovely bloke, but they have been sort of almost having a dig at him, really. So I'm gonna read the article in full and then give you my thoughts on that as well. So just a short one today. As always, guys, we do need your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We're all about public disclosure. Get your cameras in the sky. Get the evidence into me. UndercoverETuk@gmail.com. And with that said, let's get into it. All right. So Trump speech. Prayers of millions have finally been answered, and this is regarding, stopping the war, having everyone on side, everyone finally back in his agenda, which is peace. And he's gone through a lot of the leaders at this stage in the conference, in the press conference. And Jeremy Kyle's watching on live. Okay, so Jeremy Kyle, people know in the UK who Jeremy Kyle is. Okay, he used to run a TV show. Won't talk about that too much because that's also quite embarrassing. But he used to run a TV show. He now does talk radio, and he was watching this live. So I'm just going to take you to the moment where KIER STARMER got embarrassed, to be honest with you.
It's great.
We're next.
United Kingdom. Where's United Kingdom?
Behind you.
Where?
Oh, I'm here. Oh, there you are. Oh, KIER's coming forward.
People all came in like 20-minute notice.
Oh, he's come up to speak and Trump
and we have
sent
so
him
many
away.
others, and just so many others.
That's really unbelievable, isn't it? Really unbelievable. Jeremy Kyle is just having a right well of a time watching that. He was just being entertained. You can see KIER STARMER is absolutely pissed. And the Italian Prime Minister, bless her, is actually just taking it all in. She's found it semi-entertaining, but she's also like, did that just happen? It did just happen. And KIER, if you're watching this, and I doubt you are, but if someone in your cabinet is watching this, let me tell you, that's what you get for saying you would never share a dinner table with the man before he was elected as the US's new leader. So what does a British citizen think about the whole thing? What do I think about it? Honestly, we're ashamed of the man, and we was ashamed of the man before this. He never got voted in. He got the job by default, and it is what it is. No one likes him. The digital ID was a bad idea. No one agrees. We're not happy with him. We're all laughing at him, including the rest of the world. And it is what it is, guys. We're going to get him out. Hopefully, we'll get someone in that does a little bit of a better job. This guy is really disconnected with the public. Ridiculously disconnected with the public. He thinks he knows what the public are after, but actually he's just a puppet squeezing out the agenda which the Biden administration was trying to do over in the West. And yeah, he's got to go. That's just my opinion. I think I speak for a lot of the UK public when I say he's got to go. And yeah, the way politics works is terrible. They promise the world, they don't deliver, and then right at the end they say we're going to do this, and this. They get it done within a 4-6 week period. And they go on that. And it really is disgusting because they actually just manipulate the older generation. The younger generation do not take that BS in, but the older generation unfortunately do. But you can see people are getting a bit antsy over in the UK now with the freedom of speech, all of that stuff. It's all being attacked. And to be honest with you, if they turned around to me and said, you need a digital ID, Rob, just like the millions out there, I would have gone, do one. And I think most people would as well. Anyway, I think that legislation's been crushed. I think his chances of being the next Prime Minister in the UK have been crushed. And not just because of this, because no one wanted him in there in the first place. So he's trying to do whatever he's trying to achieve in the time that he's got. And the people don't want it. It's as simple as that. Right, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's move on to something a little bit more interesting and hopefully a little bit more entertaining. Okay, so i3atlas.com. All the information on 3i Atlas is on this website. I will leave the link in the description below. If you choose to go on there by the end of this video, please do. But I don't have good things to say, and I'm going to explain why during the whole read-up of this article. Okay, so amateur telescope captures strange 3i Atlas image. Here's why it's not what it seems. A virtual telescope image claims to show unusual structure in 3i Atlas on its Mars flyby day. We analysed the evidence and the reality is far less mysterious than social media suggests. Okay? So this is the object in question, this is the image in question, and separating fact from fiction, why that 3i Atlas image doesn't show what people think it does. Okay, the viral image that broke the internet. Today is October 3rd, 2025. This is obviously the day the article was written, so nearly 2 weeks ago. The day we've been counting down for months. 3i Atlas historic Mars flyby, the closest point to Mars. And right on cue, a dramatically enhanced telescope image hit social media with the breathless caption, "What on earth is it?" Honestly, I don't think that's a breathless caption. I think it's a genuine question. What is 3i Atlas? No one knows what it is. So it's a genuine question. The image captured by YouTuber Dobsonian Power. Guys, if you know who Dobsonian Power is, I think he's a cool guy. I'll explain why as we read on. Dobsonian Power, using a solar telescope and heavily processed with digital enhancement, shows what appears to be an unusual dark structure within 3i Atlas. Within hours, the speculation exploded. Alien spacecraft, technological components, structural anomalies, AI-generated images of sleek metallic probes began flooding social media, each more elaborate than the rest. Okay, and this is the original image that was captured, and I watched the show, and yeah, this is what he managed to obtain. Captured by Dobsonian Power while surveying 3i Atlas coordinates with a solar telescope, a dark silhouette object emerged during observation. This image has been enhanced for clarity and colour contrast. Okay. The viral astronomer telescope image of 3i Atlas, credit to Dobsonian Power. But here's the problem. This viral moment is a perfect example of how the wrong equipment, image processing artifacts and timing can create a mystery where none exists. I don't agree with that statement as well, because like I said, no one knows what 3i Atlas is. Therefore, it's a mystery in itself. Okay? And yes, the distance that it's at, the speed that it's travelling at, the size that it is, everything that we get at the moment is questionable, but he's trying. I like the fact that amateur astronomers are trying with the equipment that they have. That's all that you can do at this point, right? So you can see where I'm going with this, but at the same time, they make a point, because a lot of guys, all you've got to do is search 3i Atlas on YouTube, and you've got a ton of channels that have made a whole bunch of AI processed videos with no real facts in them, and they're all scaremongering. You know, object coming towards Earth carries aliens, probes are going to be launched, it's just made a maneuver, it's just stopped, all this stuff. I always go back to Avi Loeb, because he's the one who's claiming this could be something else. Okay, he's not saying it is, and he's the one who will announce whether it is or not. Okay, because I don't think it's coming from NASA, right? So that's why I always go back to the horse's mouth. The clickbait's out there, guys. Honestly, I don't like doing the clickbait thumbnails at all. I feel like content creators are pushed in that direction because everyone else is doing that, and they're competing with these clickbaiters, so they just become one, right? Guys, let me know how you want me to act on my channel and how you want me to present myself. But I just feel like being more truthful is the best way forward. So that's just where I'm at. I don't think Dobsonian Power actually meant for this to go viral because it's something like unexplainable that he's trying to say is anomalous. At the moment, no one knows what this thing is, and he's providing evidence with the equipment that he has to the best of his ability, and I can't do nothing but applaud that. So thanks very much, bud, and I do enjoy your show, absolutely. But why this equipment can't show what you think it shows? Dobsonian telescopes, while excellent for certain types of astronomy, are not designed for capturing detailed images of faint, distant comets. Solar telescopes specifically are optimized for observing the sun's surface, not deep space objects travelling at interstellar velocities. I appreciate that. Not everyone's going to have the right equipment, and let's be honest, right, we're trying to film these things in the skies, And not even NASA has the equipment to deal with these objects that are travelling 2, 3, 4, 25,000 miles an hour. They don't have the technology to deal with it here on Earth. They have invested a lot of money into space though, which is why they have certain cameras and certain machinery up already in space that could observe this thing. Okay, it's just because they've already invested in it. If they invested in cameras and lenses that could capture smaller objects here on Earth, they would have a lot of success. But they just haven't done that. Probably because that's how they're going to keep the secret, right? Anyway, let's continue. Key points. Solar telescopes use specialised filters designed for extreme solar brightness, not faint comet imaging. Dobsonian mounts lack the precise tracking needed for long exposure of fast-moving objects. Digital enhancements amplifies not just real features, but also noise, atmospheric distortion, and optical aberrations. The structure visible could easily be image artifacts, atmospheric turbulence, or processing errors. They're all could be's, if be's, would be's, might be's, right? So, hey, who knows? Dobsonian, your image still might be spot on, but the likelihood is, you know, there's a lot of different types of anomalies that your telescope would produce, which would give you the image that it's given you. But who knows, in all honesty? Because scientists say that our phones can't capture such objects, and yet we do. Who knows? Professional observations use entirely different equipment for common imaging. Telescopes with precise tracking systems optimized for deep space observation with carefully collaborated cameras and minimal digital processing. The Webb Space Telescope, Sphere X, and other instruments studying 3i Atlas use fundamentally different approaches that eliminate these artifacts. Fair enough. The dark feature circled in red, most likely a combination of uneven dust distribution in the coma, atmospheric seeing conditions, optical aberrations from using solar equipment for the wrong purpose, and aggressive digital enhancement that amplified noise into apparent structure. The timing isn't coincidental. Today, October 3rd, 2025, obviously 2 weeks back, marks 3i Atlas' closest approach to Mars. We've been building towards this moment for weeks with legitimate scientific anticipation about what NASA Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter might reveal. Might reveal. Might reveal. Professional astronomers worldwide are analysing data from state-of-the-art instruments. Brilliant. And suddenly, on the exact day, a heavily processed amateur image goes viral with mysterious implications. It goes viral, but he's not responsible for what other people do with that story. He's not responsible for that. Okay? The real mystery, 3i Atlas, does show genuinely unusual characteristics, including exotic nickel emissions and unexpected chemical signatures. These are documented by professional observatories and published in peer-reviewed research. We don't need blurry amateur images to make this object interesting. Agreed, but it is interesting, and therefore amateur astronomers are going to be looking at it with the tools that they have. And if because like NASA and the US government are going to hide the images, so they say it here, yeah, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter might reveal. Well, if they might reveal, people surely have got to take it into their own hands with the instruments they've got, get the images down and process it to the world, right? Because if you guys aren't, who is going to do that? Okay, so I understand that these guys are clearly jealous of all the views that all of these other channels are getting. I personally don't care because I don't do the thumbnail clickbait stuff, right? I'm not about that. These guys obviously care enough because they've put this up. I'm going to defend Dobsonian because I believe him and all the other amateur astronomers out there are just doing and showing what they can with what they've got. And shame on NASA. Shame on the US government, shame on these guys for even trying to downplay what's been going on, because ultimately might is just not good enough, guys. It's just not good enough. The reconnaissance orbiter might reveal. It's not enough. We want to know, and we have every right to know. So that's where I stand with that. Guys, if you think I'm completely off with this, let me know in the comments. Like I say, it's not up to just Dobsonian to tell everyone how to use that information. People will put doom and gloom on it. Like I say, you've only got to search 3i Atlas in the search bar on YouTube and you're going to see channel after channel, doom and gloom, thumbnail after thumbnail. They're coming for us. It's stopped. It's changed colour. It's changed speed. All this stuff, right? Ultimately, they're just feeding you what you want to hear but it's false information. And Dobsonian's not doing that. He's not doing that. He's just got his telescope, put it in the sky, shared the image with the world, and he's done it live as well. So what's up with you? You know, I don't understand this website. I don't understand the write-up, but you should just applaud people for trying. Give them the facts, but say, look, we don't know for sure. There could be some anomalies that here regarding this, the technology you're using, the equipment you're using. It's not quite right for the job, but well done to you, and keep going, keep trying. There's no encouragement here. It's just being shot down. I don't like it. Anyway, the flood of AI generating images showing sleek spacecraft or technological structures reveals more about our hopes and imagination than 3i Atlas itself. These renderings are creative fiction, not evidence. And I agree. You know, pick your channels wisely, guys. You don't want to be brainwashed, and if you do pay attention to this stuff, that's exactly what's happening. You're being fed false information, and somewhere along the lines your brain will get confused with what's going on. Stay away from it if you can. And that's not a popular thing to say, but I've got no F's to give. What we actually know about 3i Atlas today, rather than speculating based on a singular amateur image captured by inappropriate equipment, let's focus on what professional observations are actually telling us. And then they go blah, 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 blah. And the reason why I say blah, 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 blah is because they talk about the reconnaissance orbiter currently attempting observations, right? And yet here we are, 14th of October, and they haven't shared a damn thing. And so again, they should rewrite this and say, you know what, we backtrack. All amateur astronomers, show us what you've got, because we're getting nothing. And that's why I don't understand this article. I really don't. Maybe beware of this website even. It's a whole mixed bag of shit, isn't it, guys? And this is why I do what I do, because I just want to keep you guys on a level head. I want to keep you guys notified with who you can and can't trust. And honestly, anyone who's hiding information now, they're the ones you can't trust. Anyone who's trying to get information out, they're the ones you can trust, and they're the ones you should support. So guys, that's what his channel looks like. Please hit the subscribe button and click it one more time and hit all, and make sure that the tick and everything is turned white. That means you're going to get notified for all the videos. Do it on my channel, do it on Dobsonian's channel, Dobsonian Power. Guys, support him, support me, and try and recognise when someone is pulling the wool over your eyes. I intend at some point before Friday to get a video out regarding how our brain works and why we are always on the defensive and trying to give answers for unexplainable things. It does exist, guys. Honestly, it's like we've been programmed to doubt ourselves. It's part of the UFO topic. So guys, support Dobsonian Power, support me in our pursuit for public disclosure. Thank you so much, guys. Keep the cameras in the skies, get the evidence into me, undercoveretuk@gmail.com. Remember, subscribe, it's free to do. Support the public's evidence, support the amateur astronomers, support the exposure, folks. Thank you so much, take care, all the best, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.